This is a fable about a man at a banquet table whose tale shall excite and depress, born with a mutation that my narration cannot adequately express. Known for a voracious appetite, with skin and teeth of feathery white, eating was his greatest delight, and he ate meat most every night. He felt no remorse for their loss of life, and wiped out whole species with his fork and knife. His waist size swelled and increased, and one night he held a carnivorous feast. It would be his ultimate feat of culinary greed, so he wrote out a list of all he'd need. And so with his fat, pudgy fist he wrote out a list of which I have to remark. He wanted at his feast one of every beast like a monstrous Noah's Ark.
Out came an entree of shark fondue.
Snake heads cut to shreds with zebra barbecue. He ordered a giant gorilla pie, and followed that up with slimy octopi. Even insects with poisonous bites could not escape the Baron's sight. He gobbled them up sharp and quick, dipped in honey on the end of a stick. He devoured birds like owl and crane, and followed that up with rhinoceros brain. He gobbled up a full-grown seal. He boiled tigers and roasted veal. He snatched them up in his monstrous jaws and carved them up like a stupendous chainsaw. Atrocities I cannot bear to write were witnessed on that dreadful night, as the Baron indulged in his meat-eater's delight. Bones and flesh littered the floor as his head chef emerged through the kitchen door. And he informed his ravenous laird that the final meat had been prepared. And so with his enormous fist he beheld the evening's final dish. Yet he was hardly aghast by this miraculous cuisine, for he could see no particular difference between the millions of meats he'd eaten of late and the strange beef that lay on his plate. Yet with his insatiable greed he wolfed it down with frightening speed. With his frightening challenge now complete, he grew curious about that mysterious meat. The kitchen was a slaughterhouse, where millions of kinds of porterhouse had been ripped apart, cut to shreds, processed, pounded, and sliced like thread, and in a pot were beastly remains, lungs, hearts, and bits of brains. Yet in this bin of a million breeds, he saw the errors of his monstrous deeds. The Baron's culinary crew had done exactly as he had said to do. On every beast I must feed, but he did not stop to heed that man is an animal too. So to all of you meat-eating kind, indulgent greed can leave you blind. Oh, and if this film has left you distraught, just think of it as food for thought.